There's a moment quiet and private when a man begins to wonder, is it age, is it stress, or something worse? You start to believe that strong, dependable erections might just be a thing of the past. Maybe the fire is fading. But what if it isn't? What if your body is simply low on fuel? Let's talk about something most men don't realize until much later than they should. A strong erection isn't just about desire or even testosterone alone. It's a chain reaction. No erection without blood, no blood without hormones, no hormones without vitamins. And not the kind you find in blue tablets or expensive gels. We're talking about 3 essential vitamins that quietly power up your testosterone, widen your blood vessels, and connect the signal from your brain to your pelvis. They don't just help, they may completely turn things around in as little as 1 to 2 weeks. So before you think the solution is outside of you, let's look within. Let me walk you through what the science says, what your body may be missing, and how a few simple changes can restore something deeper than performance, your sense of self. We'll start with vitamin number 3. But hold tight for number 1, because without that first vitamin, nothing else, no hormone, no supplement, no effort will truly work. Let's dive in. Vitamin number 3 is vitamin B3, also known as niacin. You may not have heard it mentioned in conversations about sexual health, but that's about to change. Think about this. You could be eating well, exercising, and feeling generally fine, but if the blood vessels in your pelvic region are narrow, the blood simply doesn't get where it needs to go. And without blood flow, no erection can form, no matter how much testosterone you have. That's where B3 steps in. It's not about stimulating your brain or triggering testosterone. B3 does one thing, and it does it brilliantly. It expands your peripheral blood vessels, including those in your pelvis, and the corpora cavernosa. That means blood flows faster, deeper, and stronger right where you need it. Back in 2011, a study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine tracked men over 60 with mild to moderate erectile dysfunction. They took 1,500 milligrams of niacin every day for 12 weeks. The results were striking. 8 out of 10 reported stronger erections. 62% said the coldness or numbness in their pelvic area decreased, and more than half, 54%, no longer needed ED drugs to perform. Let that sink in. So how should you take it? Start low. Begin with 250 to 500 milligrams a day, preferably after dinner. You might notice a warm, flushed feeling that's normal and usually harmless. But if you have liver conditions or gout, check in with your doctor first. Ever noticed a warming sensation in your pelvic area after a meal or physical activity that could be your body asking for more of what B3 naturally provides? Blood flow, vitality, warmth. Now let's move to vitamin number 2, vitamin D3. This one's a game changer. Most people think of vitamin D as something for bones or immune health. But when it comes to testosterone and sexual function, D3 acts more like a hormone manager. It coordinates the signals from your pituitary gland, helping your testes release steady, balanced testosterone. It also supports the resensitization of nerves in your pelvic region, making arousal more responsive and natural. Now here's the catch. If your D3 levels are low-taking, testosterone supplements is like pouring water into a leaky bucket. The system just doesn't respond properly. A 2012 study from the University of Graz found that men with vitamin D deficiency had testosterone levels that were 20 to 30% lower. But when they supplemented with 3,000 IU of D3 daily for 12 weeks, their natural testosterone rose by 25%. Desire returned. Morning erections became clearer and more frequent. Fatigue lifted. Even their reluctance to be intimate despite otherwise healthy hearts began to fade. So how should you take it? In the morning after a meal, rich in healthy fats like eggs, avocado, or nuts. This helps absorption. And don't guess, get your blood tested. If your D3 levels are under 30 nanograms per milliliter, it's time to supplement. Pair it with vitamin K2 to enhance benefits for both bones and blood vessels. Ever found your desire dipping for no clear reason? Maybe your hormones were never the problem. Maybe you were just missing the conductor vitamin D3 to help the whole orchestra play in harmony. Finally, we come to vitamin number 1, the one that quietly holds everything together. Vitamin B12. This isn't about hormones, it's not about blood flow either. B12 is your body's wiring system. It ensures every signal from your brain reaches your pelvis. And when those nerves start to misfire or fade, even desire and blood flow aren't enough. You need that final connection, that spark that turns thought into feeling and feeling into action. As we age, especially after 60, our ability to absorb B12 from food drops significantly. Between 20 and 30% of men over 60 experience reduced B12 absorption. The result? Numbness in the pelvic area, slower sexual reflexes, weaker orgasms, sometimes even a disconnection between what you feel emotionally and what you sense physically. But there's hope. A 2020 study out of Harvard gave 1,000 micrograms of methylcobalamin B12 daily to men over 60. In just 6 weeks, 71% reported improved pelvic sensitivity, 64% regained erections during intimacy, and 43% said they felt like themselves again after years of distance. How should you take it? Use a sublingual under-the-tongue B12 supplement, ideally in the morning. If you're on medications like metformin or omeprazole or any long-term stomach meds, you may need B12 even more. For best results, pair it with folate and vitamin B6 to support your full nervous system. Now let's bring this all together. You've lived a full life. You've worked hard, loved deeply, and given more than your share. But no one told you this. Your sexual vitality doesn't have to fade at 60. It doesn't have to disappear with age. It's still there, waiting. No B3 and the blood doesn't flow. No D3 and hormones don't respond. No B12 and the messages never make it through. You thought you were out of options. But really, your body was just waiting for the right fuel at the right dose in the right way. So here's the simple routine. 1 B3 tablet after dinner. 1 drop of D3 in the morning with breakfast. 1 B12 lozenge under the tongue before you start your day. No drugs, no extreme interventions, just a return to what's already inside you. At Healthy Hues Wellness, we believe in real solutions for real people. Not magic, not shortcuts, just a better understanding of how your body works and how to give it what it truly needs. Because male vitality after 60 isn't over. It's just getting started.